Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Lan from the hashtag Walk with Lan. If you are preparing for CompTIA Security Plus, this video is for you. Today, we will break it down, real review questions about social engineering, phishing attacks, BEC or business email compromise, reconnaissance techniques, physical security sensors. And I won't just give you answers. I will be explaining why. So let's think like a cybersecurity professional for today. But before that, let me just share to you the image that I have. So I will be sharing my screen or the video for a specific window. Okay, para. Okay. So I took a picture of one book, and we have this one. Okay. And so let's try to review. Okay. So what is the attack surface of social engineering? So there are four options. One is manipulation. Okay. Second is human vectors. The third one, persuasion. The fourth one, deception. Okay. So can you type your answer? Pause it first and type your answer. So what's the answer? The answer is human vectors. Okay. Surface. The attack surface, guys, is what the attacker targets. Okay. In hacking, technical attacks. Okay. These are system. No? In social engineering, these are people. Okay. Now, in security, the weakest link are the humans. Okay. So we are the weakest link. Now, for you can be able to patch software, but you cannot be able to patch human emotions easily. Okay, that's why if there is an event, there is a fire, earthquake, most likely especially Filipinos, would like to donate. That's why attackers exploit fear. Okay, you will be terminated. Or for example, um, okay, you will be receiving a message that you have a fine of 1,000 pesos, something like that. No trust. This particular message is coming from LTO, LTFRB, BPI. No, to whom we are trusting. We are trusting these agencies. Authority. I'm the network administrator. I need your password. Therefore, you are giving away the password. And urgency. You need to act now or else you will be fined 1,000 pesos. That's urgency. Okay? I hope you got the answer correct and you know the reason why this answer is correct. Okay? For question number two. Okay, for question number two, senior vice president demands password reset or else supervisor will be contacted. Which principle is used? Okay, so these are the options. One is authority. Number two, fright. Number three, intimidation. And number four, urgency. Okay, so what's the answer to that? Please do pause and then you answer it. Type it in the comment section. What's the answer, my dear friends and ladies and gentlemen? The answer is authority. Authority. Okay. Now, syempre, if there is an answer, we should be able to, we should ask ourselves why. Because the attacker pretended to be a senior executive. Okay? Authority triggers automatic compliance. So when you are in if you're an ordinary employee and then somebody would say, "Ay, hey, I'm the senior, I'm the VP." Okay? So most likely you would follow that, no? So automatic authority triggers automatic compliance. So for example, if the CEO asks you, you don't question. This is a classic psychological manipulation. Or sometimes a manager would ask you a question. A manager would ask you something. You do not question that motive. Okay. Now, question number three, which is not a technique to gain trust. Which is not a technique to gain trust. Option number one, provide a reason. Number two, project confidence. Number three, demand compliance. Number four, use evasion and diversion. Okay? What's the answer? The answer to that, my dear friends. But before that, can you type your answer in the comment section? Okay? Pause it and then type your answer. No? So the answer is demand compliance. Okay, why? Because trust building techniques include confidence, okay, rational explanations, distraction tactics. But demanding compliance breaks trust. That becomes coercion, not trust building. Okay? Coercion. That's coercion already. So if somebody would demand compliance from you, okay, remember, which is not a technique to gain trust. Okay? Now, question number four. Senior Vice President receives phishing email. Type of phishing. Okay? Options. Dolphining, harpooning, spear phishing, whaling. Okay? The correct answer to this is darandandan, whaling. Whaling targets executives. Think, small fish, fishing. Specific fish, spear fishing. Big whale, whaling. Executives, it means to say they are high value targets. Unlike the ordinary clerk, ordinary employee, ordinary faculty members, okay, it's much better to target executives. Okay? For question number five, fake SMS about bank account overdraft. Type of attack? Option natin, texting attack, SMS phishing, smishing, IM vectoring. The answer to this is smishing. Okay? What does it mean by smishing? Smishing is equal to SMS plus phishing. They are using SMS for us to be attacked. Attackers love SMS because people trust text messages more than email. Okay? Less filtering than email. For example, me, if I receive such SMS, I deleted that or blocked that one, etc. No, I block it right away. No, okay. So for question number six, which is not true about BEC? Okay, which is not true about BEC? BEC is business email compromise. What's the correct answer? It is decreasing in popularity among threat actors. That statement is false. Actually, BEC is actually increasing. Okay? Why? Because no malware needed, just social engineering, high financial return because of the email. Hard to detect. No? So, attackers would like to impersonate the executives, no? The CEO, the CFO, and then, of course, the vendors because they know something about it. Okay, and then request wire transfers. Wow. Question number 7. Okay, masquerading as a fictitious character and playing the role. Okay, yan. Okay, for a while. Yan. Question number 7. Okay, masquerading as a fictitious character and playing the role. What are the options? Pretending, pretexting, impersonation, acting. So what's the correct answer? The correct answer is letter B, pretexting. Pretexting, it is creating a fabricated scenario. No? So for example, hi, I'm from IT support. We detected malware on your computer. So that's a fake story, no? A pretext. No, it was planned way before they called you. Okay? Something like that, no? Now, for question number 8. Okay? Mm. Okay, Wolfgang Cashman is a new intern at the online company webhighschoolstore.com. He has been assigned the task of researching all the similar domain names to theirs in order to counteract attacks. What is Wolfgang Cashman combating? A. Mistranslations. B. Spamming. C. Typo squatting. And letter D. Reductioning. No? Okay, so what's the answer? The answer to that is typo squatting. No? So if you take a look on the readings, the real site is webhighschoolstore.com. Okay? But that's the real site. But the fake site, Web High School, um, webhighschoolstore.com. Okay? So what's the difference? No? Look at that, no? So high school, they are one missing letter, no? Users won't notice. Okay? It's like the real thing, 'di ba? Okay? What's missing? Okay? So it's almost 'di ba? Similar. One missing letter users won't notice. Attackers buy similar domains. This is reconnaissance and brand abuse monitoring. For question number 9, what is false or inaccurate information that comes from a malicious intent? Letter A, misinformation. Letter B, half-truths. Letter C, disinformation. Letter D, varication. Varication, no? So what's the answer? Disinformation. Okay? What's the difference? Misinformation, false, but not intentional. No? Disinformation, false, but intentional. So cybersecurity often deals with disinformation campaigns. Okay, for question number 10, which of the following is not a type of data reconnaissance? Purchasing used technology equipment, Excel dorking, dumpster diving, shoulder surfing. Okay, so what's the answer? Excel dorking, not a standard recon method. Okay, but reconnaissance includes dumpster diving, shoulder surfing, buying old hardware, Google dorking, not Excel dorking, ha? And Google dorking. Okay? That's different kasi. For question number 11, which type of sensor is most appropriate for monitoring a large warehouse for intruders? A, microwave sensor. Letter B, IR sensor. Letter C, XG sensor. Letter D, passive RGP sensor. Okay? Ayan. What's the answer? The correct answer is microwave sensor. Why? Microwave sensors, okay, it covers wide area, detect motion over large distances, and ideal for warehouses or big areas. No, infrared is better for smaller controlled zones. Okay. For question number 12, which of the following statements is not true? Is not true about a pressure sensor. A pressure sensor can differentiate between a car and a person. Modern pressure sensors can differentiate between what has entered and where they are headed. A pressure sensor is a type of management control. A pressure sensor can be used to detect if a person has entered a restricted area. Okay? So, a pressure sensor is a type of management control, no? Okay, pressure sensors are physical security controls, not management controls. Management controls are policies and procedures. Pressure sensors detect footsteps, entry into restricted areas. Okay? Now, if you notice something, okay? Wait lang let me just unshare it. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have only 12 questions, and then we were able to explain why, and not only give you the answer, but we were able to explain why this answer is the answer. So if you notice something, my dear friends and ladies and gentlemen, most attacks here are not technical. They are psychological. Uh, For your information, Security Plus is not just about firewalls, encryption, malware. It is also indicative of the physical security. It's about understanding the human behavior, okay? Psychology. Security Cybersecurity professionals must understand psychology, business processes, human weaknesses, physical security layers. Okay. So, as IT professionals, um, you need to train users about authority-based attacks, SMS scams, CEO fraud, domain spoofing, physical entry threats. Because attackers do not break in, they log in. Or they trick you into the opening the door. Okay? So, my friends, if you are preparing for Security Plus, comment down below. Are you ready for the exam? I'll make more deep dive breakdowns. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share with your classmates, share with your friends. This is Lan from the hashtag Walk with Lan, and we defend before we detect. See you in the next video. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.